Welcome back, everybody, to our Moneyball series. Yes, we are second place with a game in hand, looking very, very good for the top four, and yet we're still nowhere near the title. It's an unfortunate circumstance where we're at, really. They're just too good, PSG, at being able to win the close games. Like in a game where maybe the odd team might drop a point, they win because Mbappe was able to go through and do something extraordinary to get a goal. They have that sort of advantage right now, and that's the big difference. They've got a truly world-class player that nobody else in the French league has. So they get those extra wins where most of us other teams drop points. We had a really poor result at home. It was a 4-1 defeat to FC Lorient, and this guy here, Jovanovic, scored all 4 goals. So, yeah, there's that. Generally, nothing stands out too much, except for that Mario Gila, despite being very, very good from what I've seen myself watching him play, he's got a hit-1 ratio of 66%, and that is just criminal for a centre-back in my team. So that's something to watch out for. Boniface has started to score a lot of goals. 13 and 17 is very, very good. And Evidence has started to bang in the goals as well in most recent games anyway. We're starting to get a bit of form, I think, and a bit of good football being played by us in possession at the very least. A little leaky defensively and conceding goals, but you can't have everything in football sometimes, so that's where we're currently at anyway. So today's episode, we're going to play Lyon, we're going to play PSG, and we're going to play Lille, and that'll set us up very nicely going into January. If we were to get 7 points, you could almost argue that we could still be in a title race just about outside one. If we were to potentially pick up just 3 or less, we could be really struggling again this year. And we're still awaiting a takeover that could go through any time now. So between now and the end of the episode, we could have had a takeover. And Champions Leagues like this, we are actually on course to only just qualify. So we need to make sure we do slightly better in the Champions League. I can't really afford to keep rotating the side. I'm going to play the first team in pretty much every remaining game, which doesn't help for rotation and fitness, but that's the way it's going to have to be. We've sort of made the bed, we're going to have to lie in it. There is a nice gap, though. We play PSG. There's quite a few days to the Ajax game, then the Ajax game to the Lille game is also quite nice as well in terms of a break, so that is good for us. Nothing too much to bring to you in terms of like a notable surprise, you know. Everybody's sort of done what I expected them to do, which I suppose is what the Moneyball system's all about, right? You know what you're going to get from the stats. Evander was a little disappointing. He's got a few assists now, though, which is good to see him improve there a little bit on that. I mean, Maximilian Bayer has got a 64% win ratio for his headers, which is pretty good. Merlin's got 34. That's just a crime against football. And then Badiashile has got 80 with Mulder on 63. So, yeah, there's honestly not too much to bring to you. Everybody's sort of done what we expected them to do just about. Finances, we're still 40 million in the positive projection of a plus 2.58 million, there you go, going into the end of the season. And I've just realised there was an inbox message about a week ago before I started the recording, not a week in real life, a week in the game, where it did say that the owner was getting frustrated with talks with one of the investors or potential takeover people, right? And it now says enjoying life at the club. So that indicates probably it's not going to happen in this episode, but potentially for the next one it will. So I want to try and get Rikichi in as many games as possible. Might start him in this game as well, actually. I do like Gila. I think he's a really good centre-back. I really do like him, but I'm going to take him out for this game. I'm going to play Gila in there. I'm going to take him out. I'm going to put Rikichi in. He's got a 56% header-on ratio, which is even worse. And we'll see. Actually, no, do you know what? He's a bit tired. Then let's go back and do that. Let's leave Gila in there. Okay, so your team for the Lyon game is going to be Andrew in goal, Merlin, Badiashile, Gila, and Mulder across the back. Crespo as the pivot with Da Costa and Johansson as the 2 central midfield players. Byron and Adele on the wings with Boniface up front. It's been... Apart from that 1-4-1 defeat, it's been pretty consistent generally. We've not had to chase too many games. And yeah, let's see how we go on. Assistant manager says, make sure we win the match, okay. I am still open to changing the tactic, of course. I mean, in this Moneyball system, we want to just pick the best tactic and then play the best way to win for us, really. There isn't really like a deep playing philosophy, like principal playing philosophy behind it, like there is a little more in the Twitch stream series with Albion Rovers. We're playing a bit more of a possession-based Pep kind of style in that one. Although that's what we've got here right now, it's a lot more likely for us just to move off it here. And that's 1-0 to Lyon as they score straight away on the right-hand side. Our right-hand side, that is, of course. Okay, throw in hit. Mulder throws it into Bayer. Bayer takes it, gets absolutely taken out, but they do get the ball, so it's not going to be given as a foul on this occasion. Lyon are going to build their attack. They go with the spare player here. They break through. He's got loads of space, doesn't he? Coney goes through. Dembele's offside, surely, and it's going to probably be given as an offside goal. Yeah, I mean, absolutely battered in this game. They've had 8 shots to our 4, nearly a 1 XG for them. We're struggling here. Okay, well, say, show me something else in the second half. Like, it's just so frustrating we got beat on the right-hand side anyway there, right? You've got Crespo, you've got your fullback defend. Bloody hell, lads. If we can't stop the counter on that side, what can we do? Do you know what I mean? Okay, highlight here for Leon. They play the ball inside. They're going to keep the ball here. They go, switch to the left. We've got our left back who decided to not press in the end. He was going to, then he stopped. They sort of invite the cross. The two wide players that do pretty well between them, actually, the fullback and the winger. Now, De Costa on the counter-attack. He's got for a big old switch. He's got it on. Go on, then. Let's make the little overlaps. Bayer. Ooh. The only change I've made is I've made the right back fullback attack instead of fullback defend. Here we go then. Crespo. Kind of just come on. Into Johansson. He goes through. Johansson shoots, and that is a terrible effort on goal. Highlight here. Goes into Gila, into Bayer. Bayer's got touches. Then he plays it into Crespo. To Costa. Merlin. Plays it back into Badiashile. Badiashile into Adele. Doesn't quite have that half-space run that he needed there. He needed somebody to make the run off him if he was going to play quickly and it'd be effective, of course. Merlin plays into Johansson. I think he's onside. He's got a good chance. He's going to cut it back again. He does. It's the right back this time. But they said he scores and it's going to be 1-1, I think. Is it? It is, yeah. So the lower leagues, and there's no VAR, that's normally given offside. When the sort of camera's at a weird angle and the assistant referee's also there, you know it's going to get called back. But unusual one, a different kind of goal this, because we've got a full-back attack now. Like, normally he cuts that back to the winger, and it sort of goes from there. But he's got the fullback there now as well. And that's a very unusual goal, to be honest. But it's all on. Merlin's going to come off. Going to put on Sousa. Oh, no, he's not available. So, I guess Samuel's left-footed. We can do that. De Costa off, Evander on as well. Samuel throws it into Adele. Goes inside. He looks for somebody. Surely. Oh, don't shoot the shot. I don't believe it. Greedy. Corner. Evander whips it in towards the near post. Headed towards the goal. It's a goal. Badiashile makes it 2-1 to Paris FC. And that is pretty deserved after they scored their goal, because we've been pretty much all over them since then. Goal kick for Leon. We press them really highly here. We're still going for it. We're going to win this off them. We should have done. Now we do. Huskovic gets it. Plays it into Evander. Slides it into Boniface. Keeper collects. Now make sure we get back, lads. Yeah, we're pretty well set for this. Whether he goes long or short, he goes long. We win the first one. Crespo gets to the second. Plays back to Badiashile. Into Gila. Gila's got options. Crespo, Johansson, good football. Nearly a good pass. Probably not the best idea. To force it through as much from us. They go through. Is he going to score? He does. I'm going to be annoyed at this if we don't win, because I felt like we should have seen the game up where we were. I did make defensive changes, by the way. I just don't feel like that they should have come back in this. I'm really annoyed with the team. I hope we get a winner. We nearly conceded one there. Come on. Got one more chance. This highlight could be free either side. This is going to be a clear-cut chance, I reckon, for somebody. Question is, one, who's it going to be for? And two, is it going to be a goal? It's for them. And it's not a goal. That's going to do it. I'm extremely frustrated with that. Disappointed. I'm not going to say unlucky. Disappointed in that. We should never have conceded the goal after going ahead there. Really, really poor stuff from us. And there we are. Okay, I'll see you in 5 days for the Paris derby, but that's not put me in a good mood going into that game. Okay, so going into this game, we've got Gila out suspended along with Adele. So we're going to play Huskovic on the left. Osei-san comes back into right back because he's no longer suspended. And we're also going to bring in Rikichi into centre back. Now, I'm not going to make any more changes to the team early on. In fact, you know what I might do? We nearly got him with the Benitez. Did we go Benitez on him? We nearly had him, didn't we, last time? Let's do it again. Okay, we're going to play our Benitez tactic against them. We're going to play with Andrew in goal, Merlin, Badiashile, Rikichi, and Osei-san across the back with a midfielder Bayer, Crespo, Vander, Huskovic with Johansson as the 10, playing off of Boniface. Now, we nearly got him last time with this. We were already behind them in the game, weren't we, when we switched to it? So, let's see what happens when we switch it from the start. The team doesn't know it great. They know it decently well. And they know it pretty well, actually, looking at that. They do know it pretty well. Let's see how we go. Anyway, De Costa's dropped for a tactical reason because he doesn't really fit into this tactic as well. He does. It's either I play Crespo, Evander with Johansson as the 10, or I play Crespo, Johansson as a DM, and then I play De Costa as the 10. And I just think it's better to go this way around. I could play him wide, but I almost want to play Huskovic out there. Huskovic is giving me Dirk Kuyt vibes on the right-hand side there. So, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Come on, Paris FC. In the pink kit. Come on. Assistant manager says, matches like these matter most to our fans. Here we go. Come on. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 as they normally do against Mbappe as the striker. That's not good. Neymar with a free kick. Not again. That happens every time we play them, doesn't it? They get an early highlight from some nonsense. Marquinhos playing as a CDM. Another free kick for PSG. Neymar's going to take it. That's not a good start for the highlight. And it's not a good end either. Okay, we give the ball away here. PSG retain the ball here. They're going to play out from the back. Can we try and win it off them here? All's close. Can we get onto the DMs? Okay. We look pretty well set back here. They have to try and whip the crosses in, but looks of it. We should be good against it. Oh, it's a great pass. Oh, it's just... The first pass was really good, then it was just calamity from us. That's 2 already. That's not good. Okay, I've gone to the default tactic now to see how that gets on. Johansson has it, plays it to Badiashile, plays it back to Crespo. Into Johansson. Going to build up the attack here. Huskovic. Rikici. Crespo giving it away. Oh dear. Want it back just with Crespo. Oh no, it's not looking good now. It's going to be an attack for PSG, isn't it? It looks like it might be here. They're going behind to Neymar. He's going to get to it first. Mbappe's in. This could be a disaster, this game. Okay, hold up before half time. If we can get a goal, we could have a slight chance. Outside chance, albeit. We try to go inside there. Bayer gets on the left-hand side. Cuts in. Cross it. Boniface, surely. Oh, what are you doing, Boniface? Oh, this highlight's continuing. This isn't looking good. This is not looking good. They're going to get their attack. PSG, are they going to score? No. Okay, this has got to be one of the final highlights for half time. Maybe even the last. There we go. Crespo's got it. Turns and plays. Huskovic, got options. Play it quicker, Huskovic. Plays back to Rikici. Okay. Back to Huskovic. Good build-up play. Can we try and find a progressive pass out of that, though? Because we sort of killed our own work there. We worked to a good area. Oh, just kill me now. Kill me now. Wow. Right, it's 2-0 down at half-time. We'll say we're in terrible to the lads. Okay, I've sort of gone to a 4-4-2 version of the Benitez tactic. I've kept the philosophy the same. I've just changed all the roles and stuff to see how this would go. So we've got like a more narrow wing on this side so he can go inside into this space that's going to be free because he's not going to move anywhere. And then he's going to try and overlap on the left. On this one, you've got like 3 back here. Then he can go a little more because he's Segundo Volante, of course. And you've got winger attack. So it's not really a Benitez recreation anymore. But I can keep all this the same. And we'll try and play off the squad for me. I've not put the players in their position yet. So it'll be... We go with that. I did say that Huskovic would be a good striker. Oh no, so would Bayer actually. Oh, let's put Bayer in. Let's get Da Costa on one side. And let's put maybe Johansson on the other. Oh, they don't like that. Okay, let's keep Huskovic on the right-hand side then. Let's try that. Okay, now we'll have to keep it exactly the way it was, I think, like that. And then I think we'll just go with that and see how that gets on for the first little while. It's going to be that as well. Yeah, let's see how that gets on. Highlight for PSG. It's cleared away. Bayer gets up to it. He's going to get to this now. Come on. You're the striker. Come on. Come on, Bayer. Doesn't quite get out to this. PSG continue their attack. Marquinhos. Hakimi shoots, and it's the post. Okay, goal kick for PSG. They play it from the back. We've gone to attacking mentality, but the tactic is exactly the same apart from that since you last saw it. And we brought on evidence left striker for the really poorly performing striker. And it's 3, and that is game over. Highlight PSG. This could be 4-0. Diego Jota goes inside. Is he going to shoot from distance? He does. Hits the post. It's cleared away. Yeah, try something different against them. I felt like we would have lost playing our previous way anyway, like our normal game. So I think trying something different in the game that's away from, I think was a bad thing. If it was at home, I could have said that cost us, but I think that we're on course to not get the points we wanted anyway, and that probably confirms PSG's league title for another year, being 10 points over us already at this point. But again, I do think this year would be our year to challenge it. I think next year is the first year we'll have a chance. We'll be better again, hopefully more money to spend, and let's make it 4, and they'll have lost hopefully Neymar. And yeah, let's hope something happens to Mbappe's contract as well. Disappointing again. Okay, I'll play this game off camera in the Champions League. We'll come back for the Lille game. We really need to win one of these. It's getting precarious now. 4-0 defeat. Can't believe it. See you in a few days. 4-0. Okay, so bad news. We did actually lose to Ajax in the Champions League. It does not leave us in a good position. In fact, it's precarious now. So we need to change a bit of that going into the second half of the season. Well, it's actually just in the next calendar year, isn't it? But there we are. Need to be better. It's been poor defensively from us recently. And we've now got Badiashile and Gila with a nice little orange line saying they do not have a good relationship with each other, which is not good, is it? So there you are. Right then, this game against Lille, we are going to have Huskovic suspended. Apart from that, everybody's back. So let's see how we get on. And we need to get a result. I'm only going to change the fullback to attack now for this game. This is the first game we're going to see it from the start like this. Hopefully we'll get still the sort of 3 players in the defensive line sat in the build-up together with the 2 centre-backs and the fullback staying slightly deeper. And then they'll attack later being a fullback attack instead of a wing-back attack. But we'll see how it goes. Here we go then. Assistant manager says, with it's a reason, okay? They have Erik ten Hag incidentally as manager. So there you are. We need to really turn around this bit of bad form. If we were to lose this, I probably will do a squad talk next because we have a cup game next against Rennes away from home, which is not great because that's a pretty tough game. We could easily lose that kind of game. And we do need to win a trophy, don't we, in this series? Okay, highlight here then. Osei Samuel travels with it from deep. Okay. Plays it back to the centre. That's okay. That's good. So he still sort of does sit deeper, then he attacks late. I think I like this as a little compromise. Boniface, surely he's got to score it. And he does. Come on. That's got to be 1-0. I think he's onside. It is 1-0. And highlight straight after the goal. They start off with the ball. They slide it down the right-hand side. Our left, their right. They go back to the fullback, whip it towards goal, headed away. Bayer's not going to quite get to this. They're going to carry on their attack. Crespo gets there. Good lad, Crespo. Johansson, the counter-attack's being sprung. Players running off from left, right, and centre. We're through. Boniface goes through. He's got to have to use somebody. He can't shoot himself now. Plays it across goal to Costa. That was a really well-executed counter-attack. We missed some crucial part of it, which was the shot. Free kick. Gundogan whips it towards the far post, headed away. We're going to get to this now. Boniface just loses it. Terrible. And they're going to get a highlight here up for half time. The goes across goal, cleared away again. Now we can swing a counter though to Costa. Takes touches, gives it away to Costa. Come on. Got to be better than that. Shredded at left back, whipped across the face of goal. And what a save that is for Andrew. Yeah, Merlin's not played great this year. I know he got all those assists last year, but I think this is definitely his last year for us as a starter. He's not good in transition. He's not very quick, I don't think, and he's terrible in the air. Like, he's really poor. The only thing he's really good at is once the ball hits his feet, and he can make good decisions, and he's got good technical ability to get crosses, that kind of stuff. But as an actual, like, fullback in a back four, at this level, he's not. And look, 2 stars now, the old coaches think. Not that we care what they think, but just interesting to see that there. In fact, let's just take him off here. Let's put Salzer in. Why not? Sebby's throwing here then for Lille. They're going to build their attack. We're pretty well set defensively, it looks like right now. Going to get some early pressure in. The fullbacks look a little wide there defending, but we're going to get to this now. Loads of time goalkeeper. I thought he was going to pick that up for a second, just the way that he moved towards it. Osei Samuel into Bayer. Oh, Bayer's lost it again. Just bloody play the ball, Bayer. Do you know what I mean? Play the ball. Let's give me the highlight. There they go. Chance on goal here. He's going to go through. Saved. Okay, highlight with 10 minutes to go here for Lille. We've gone to our defensive version of the tactic. Are we going to concede again late on? Nearly. I hope that's the end of the highlight, to be honest. It is. Set piece for Lille. Whipped in towards the far post, headed away. Surely counter-attack here. Surely it's a counter-attack. We're springing on him all day by a play across. He's onside. Oh, I think he might have played it late. Evander's going to score. No, he doesn't. Evander takes his time. Whips it in towards the near post. Arkin goes up, and that's headed away. Corner whipped in. Headed away. Salzer gets to it left back. Johansson. Oh, I don't know what he's doing here. Osei Samuel. Takes on the... Well, I think he's going to play. Plays it short. Crespo. Left back's on if he wants to use him. Or left, actually, the left sort of attacking midfield player. Gets it back. Retaining the ball pretty well. It's a bit risky, though. Because they've got somebody waiting right here for the ball. And there you go. Almost went straight to him. Okay, last highlight again. This is going to be, we think. It's going to go across. It's terrible from us. Can win this here. He's in the right-hand side. Good. Good direct play. Bayer's going to go through here. He's got to use somebody on the left-hand side, surely. What a finish that is. It's going to be 2-0, and that's a great goal. So 2-0 win. So despite the poor results early on in the episode, we've still managed to find ourselves 4 points clear in second place of third. Like, we are, I think, the best of the rest. Do you know what I say that? It is 4 points of second, but it's also only 4 points of fifth. So the top 4 race is extremely close, except for the top side, who are going to run away with it, of course. But for us, it's pretty close still going into the next season. We conceded 42 goals last season, and we've already conceded 23 in 17 games. That's not very good at all, is it? But we looked better in that game. And we've got a few tough games coming up, actually. Rennes in the Cup, then Rennes in the League, and lots of the fun stuff in there as well. So, interesting. And that is going to conclude our episode. In terms of next episode, I think we're going to come back for the January transfer window, of course. I might show you the Rennes game. I may not. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter. I'll probably show you the Real Betis game because that could be for us getting through the Champions League. So it's very, very likely the next episode is going to be Betis, Monaco, and Marseille, along with all the transfers from the January transfer window as well, of course, if there are any. The bank balance is good. So I feel like if I asked more money from the board, they'd probably give it to me, but then I'd be spending effectively the bank balance because... Let's see what happens. I mean, technically we're making a profit right now from income and expenditure, but that's with the Champions League money coming in, of course. But there we are. We look a little unbalanced in terms of, like, you can just see a bad run putting us outside the top 4. A good run's going to probably finish the season off and make us a clear second place finish. But yeah, just not quite ready, are we, to be able to take on PSG just yet. But we are getting there, I think. I think players like Johansson are very good. Bayer seems pretty good. Boniface is really effective. Maybe not quite world class, but really effective. We're starting to build the ingredients of a good title-challenging, title-winning squad. But at the very least, we should be winning some cups here. And probably being in the Europa League would have helped us because we'd actually have a chance of winning that. Of course, Champions League is slightly different. But I'm anticipating some really famous European nights here with Paris FC. But for me, for now, all I can say is massive thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. And I'll see you all next time.